Painful memories of that day brought back to you, I imagine, today, General Sir Mike.
Yeah, indeed, Adam. We heard the news, obviously, of the atrocity at Mullaghmore in the late morning, if I remember. That was bad enough, my goodness. But then just a few hours later, we had the disaster at Warren Point where 18 soldiers were killed. And I was involved in clearing up what was a pretty awful sight.
And this was the period in the 70s of really the worst violence on both sides, both Bloody Sunday. You gave evidence to the inquiry into that, and the Warren Point attack and other attacks against soldiers. It was all-out guerrilla war, really.
That decade of the 70s, one was really concerned how we were going to get out of this cycle of violence. The problem was political, it always is, and there could only be a political solution, but keeping the space open for that solution to emerge. And it took a long time. That was the job of the police and the army. And of course the cost in blood and treasure was high.
And how do you feel now when you see the Colonel of the Parachute Regiment, Prince Charles, of course, Parachute Regiment involved in the Bloody Sunday, and on the other hand, Gerry Adams, widely believed to be the leader of the IRA, shaking hands and making up?
Prince of Wales is following the footsteps of his mother, the Queen, I think. You'll remember her remarkable state visit to the Republic of Ireland, some two and a half years ago, which was an extraordinary event. And the fact that Prince Charles has gone that extra mile on the road of reconciliation, I think, is a most laudable action on his part.
Has the occasion ever arisen for you to shake the hands or to speak with former IRA leadership?
Fortunately, not.
And would you do it?
If I felt, as no doubt the Prince of Wales felt, that despite whatever personal reservation, it would assist to lock in a peaceful island of Ireland, both sides of the border, then as Prince of Wales has done and as the Queen did in the Republic, reservations sometimes need to be set to one side for the greater good and the better future.
We've had the inquiry into Bloody Sunday and the apology from the current Prime Minister for what happened. What more on either side do you think needs to be done in terms of reconciliation after the dreadful events of the Troubles?
Well, that's a political question, Adam. Put it the other way round. I would not wish... I know there are still tensions in Northern Ireland. One's got to be honest about it, even though one would hope they were not there. But that nobody in any way thinks that they can go back to those bloody years, which the IRA at the end acknowledged had got them nowhere, and they then turned to politics, as we know. But that nobody should risk what we have, because so much was given to get, particularly in Northern Ireland, but I include the Republic. There were casualties in the Republic as well from their police and army. Nobody should in any way go back on where we've got to.
There are those, David Trimble, I was speaking to him yesterday, is one who feels that the paramilitaries or the people associated with the paramilitaries have not yet been honest enough about what they did and where their victims might be.
Yes, I think when one loses a member of the family, or indeed a very good friend, and you don't know where the body is, there has been no funeral, there has been no, as the phrase has it, closure, it must be really hard. And I think where it is known that a victim of the Troubles may lie, just human decency now, I think, requires honesty so that families can achieve that final closure.
And finally, what are your thoughts on Prince Charles, the Colonel of the Parachute Regiment, and his 2 days in Ireland?
Well, I salute him. He has gone on a personal pilgrimage as well as the representative of our country to the Republic. His words, which I listened to very carefully, are moving and I know absolutely heartfelt. The phrase, "the grandfather I never had," describing Lord Mountbatten, I think says it all. And so for him to have done what he has done in the footsteps of the Queen's visit to the Republic is worthy of salute.